Welcome. How are we doing, guys? Welcome to the stream, everybody. I'm just literally on with a couple of little things and we are good to go. There we go. Right, I have I just kind of messed something up on my microphone. Right, the music might go extremely loud just for a minute, guys. I just need to do something quickly with the microphone. Right, there we go. Sorry, I had to just reset my my Go XLR settings, and I just had to quickly turn the music up to save the profile once again. Yeah, hello guys, welcome. We are still on with our Kinlaig, however you want to pronounce it. Didgeridoo. Didgeridoo. Yeah, I do just want to let's have a look at something. I'm just trying to make OBS a little bit better at the moment as well, which I think is working rather well. Events. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, seem to make all the difference. Yeah, I'm just having a little look into a couple of different things, and I'm just trying to look at maybe adding something for the people who like the streams and stuff on TikTok. So I'm gonna put this down. I'm gonna call this test 1. I've got no idea if this is gonna work if you're watching on TikTok, but this should just help. I have alerts working, but I don't think the alerts work for people who bother to like the stream, and I'm trying to just quickly work that one out, to be honest. Yeah, that's a little bit big. Let's just do another little simulation. That's a little bit. The problem is now it's a little bit small. I can't win. I genuinely can't win. I can't win. Right, let me just do that. Let me try this little like alert again and see if that works. I think the problem is I have it working. Yeah, I've got the animation there. I've got it there like that. I've got it like that. I've got it on there like that. Let's have a look. Plays for 5 seconds. I think it's the way. Yeah. I could do with the writing next to where we are rather than above it. And that's probably the one thing. If I just do it again as a test, it's like to the side of it, but it's above it kind of thing. And that's what I'm just wondering if there's a way we can fix that. So let's have a look. That's an event. Let's have a look. Do that. Minimum like amount. Oh, let's just do 5 because. Like that's it, like that, that's it, that's working on there like that. So we just got to figure out this last little bit. So right, let me just do that, and let me just see if that gets rid of the people. Oh, that's what I want. That's exactly what I want. Yeah, that's what I wanted. There we go. Right. I'm gonna try run that for today as well and see how that goes. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Right, right, where were we? Right, we were over here. Yep. Right, so we need to go and sleep and get into a new day, guys, so we can start working towards the. I already know this is going to work. I've changed some graphical settings once again just to see if it works. There is the steam train. There is the light. There is the sound. And I can tell you now, the minute a minute that leaves the map, it won't work. Right, we have changed the door location for over here for this. Let's just move that to about 4:30 in the morning. That gives me a chance to look in the shop before we do anything else. Yeah, welcome everybody. Welcome. We should be live for the next few hours as per usual during the day. Now, it's nice to enjoy the live streams at the moment. I say I go through stages of live streams and like the YouTube series and stuff, but I'm really enjoying the live streams at the moment. Mainly just because I get to play the game a bit longer. Whoa, 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 what? Wow, that oak is oat is a 96% discount. Wow, guys, it's £264 for 5,000 litres. Oh, do you know what? We're gonna buy that. We are not gonna miss out on a tiny little bit like that. That is too good to miss. Too good to miss. That's not a bad price either. I'd like that. Well, that is not going to happen. So what we need to just quickly do today is we need to do our usual trip down to here. And yes, we do. We have a lot of stuff once again done it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, whoa, we've got some stuff in storage as well. We've only got 2,500 litres of wood though, guys, into the sawmill. So we really do need to crack on with getting our hands on some of that. And yeah. Right, we're gonna have to go back down the skid steer, guys, and we don't have a choice but to go for the little New Holland. It's the only way we can do it, really. Yeah, I weren't happy with this one yesterday, but yeah, I don't really have much of an option, I'm afraid. We've got to have something to drive, that's for sure. Right, we've still got £41,000 today, guys. We will have a lot of wood as well. That is going to be worth quite a bit of value. I want to see if it's possible today to buy the new farm. Now, we don't have the income right now, but to be fair, it's amazing how quickly we will we'll soon get this money. So, a couple of things we've got to do first. We've got to go all the way down to the sawmill. We've got to deliver this first. We'll leave the trailer down at the sawmill, and then we need to go and get some wood quite quickly, actually. Right, I won't be a minute. I'm just going to try and quickly open a drink while I'm driving on this straight road. There we go. Beautiful. Nice cold drink. Kind of lay off the caffeine today a little bit, but because of my sore throat, but we're just going to have to deal with it. I think what we'll do is we'll just grab a little bit of fuel as we're passing. Oh, I was going to say, why are the lights on the back of the tractor? But yeah, that is from the skid steer. Yeah, it's do you know what? Got to get my brain into gear today. Got to get it working. Right, let's get down there now. Wow, that was 200 quid already. I do like this trailer for the fact that I can just dump the skid steer in. I know it's got that bar on the top, but that's, you know, it should have a collision really, but it doesn't. But we'll use it to our full advantage. I'm trying to figure out why my phone's my battery's a quarter dead already. I've been up an hour. Alright. Get that over into here. Get that dropped off there. Get that dropped off there. We're going to lower that down there. Don't really need to be moving this right now. All the supplies, but long story short, we might as well get some of it moved. Right, let's open that side up like that. There we go. Oh, that's a little bit better. I didn't have any issues with the Kubota other than the fact that it was just a little bit annoying on the steering, which I do kind of need to get used to that. But on this series on a live stream, not gonna happen. I just need something a little bit easier to deal with on a live stream. Also, we do need to be keeping an eye on the cost of our, the price, sorry, of our, oh, bloody hell, wood chips in the shop. It's because I was looking at it and I was thinking, is it wood chips, is it not? Yes, wood chips. Right, need to try and get this into, I want to try and get that down. Yeah. See, the problem I got with the steering now is just the fact that you can't really lift. You can't really lift too like that. There we go. Try and get that down there. Try and get that down there. Looking a lot better. This is the only thing that's really starting to annoy me with skid steers, and it doesn't matter which skid steer we use, it seems to just get stuck. If I pick up 2 pallets of the wood chips, they just get stuck, and it is kind of annoying. No, I'd like you to do what I ask, please, and lower. There we go. That wasn't difficult. Although saying that, it clearly was. Something new come up in the discount store already, and it is 12 grand. 12 grand? Oh yeah, we don't need that. But yeah, we need to get wood ASAP into the sawmill, and we need to be we need to get this wood sold as well from the sawmill. So quite a busy day today. I love how you decided that you now want to stick. There's no collision there, and yet now it's decided it wants to stick. Very strange indeed. Let's get that over there like that. We've got, yes, we got another one of those. I'm so glad there was another one. These are a little bit wider for stacking, and definitely something I would prefer to be at the bottom rather than at the top. But yeah, we need to make about 40 to 50,000 pounds today. No, we don't. No, we don't. How much is the farm? How much is the farm? The farm is this one we're going to buy. 101. Yeah, we need 60,000 pounds today, guys. We need 60,000 pounds. There we go. I'm going to put that into there like that. Yes, and we've now got 2 of those. This is the equivalent of about 10 grand in... just in wood. Right, we've got that into there. Didn't do a very good job there though. We really did kind of mess that one up a little bit. There we go. I need now to get the big one there. So yeah, there's about 10 grand in the big wood, and then we've got all this little wood on top of that, which is basically extra. We are going to need this at some point over at the castle. He just doesn't want it yet. But until that time, we will just sell it. Hey, we're not doing bad here, guys. We're not doing bad. Let me just drop that so we can get a little bit better angle on that. There we go. Just want to try and avoid the center pole there in the trailer. We'll be better when we're not using this as a capacity trailer. Once it's the flat loader trailer, we will be a lot better off with that. But the problem is, until we get to that position, that might be a little while. Tell you what, I'm quite impressed with how quickly we've managed to get this loaded. For us, who don't like front loading work, yeah, that's not too bad at all. That is not bad at all. Right. What we're going to do, we're going to leave that there. We're going to get into this. We're going to go and deliver this first. Go deliver this first. I know we need to be getting the wood in, but an empty trailer would be quite good for us. Yeah, I don't really know how to get this into I don't know. We dragged 3 trees yesterday, guys, and it gave us absolutely nothing on literage. I think it's because we didn't clean up the trees, the branches, the things like that, but I couldn't be bothered. It was a case of trying to get wood in there as quickly as possible, and it wasn't worth anything. What we got? 2,000 long planks, 2,000 wooden beams. This is easily £10,000. While we're just here, actually, while we were talking about the cost of the wood chips. So the wood chips, we got 22,000 litres, and it's only half the price. So we can get nearly 12 grand for that. So we still do have to wait a couple of months. It is a lot better price than what it was. Yo, dude, thank you for the follow. Not really sure why my alert didn't go off then. That's very strange. Sound effect didn't go off. Why did my sound effect not go off today? What did I break? What did I break? I broke something. I definitely broke something. There was no sound alert for the follow. I do appreciate it, dude. I did see it come up on the chat. Yeah, why didn't the sound effect work? I don't know. I need to have another look into that. That is really, really strange. Infinity's always playing up. Yeah, it really is, dude. It really, really, really is. Like it shows on the screen for the like, but not the follow. I don't know. Yeah, Infinity is yeah, always playing up, pal. You hit the nail on the head, to be quite honest. But yeah, thank you for the follow, dude. Welcome to the streams. I just want to give everyone a shout out that it is only 10 days until my birthday. I'm on a countdown. I've been on a countdown since day 16. I wouldn't mind, but I'm getting too old to be having a countdown. But you know what it is? All my kids have a countdown. All my kids have a countdown. And my youngest started it off. And then my daughter, because she's sick of hearing my youngest do it. And then, no, it's my turn. So I get a countdown. I'll be 41 next. That's the worst thing. Quite scary. Quite scary indeed. There we go, guys. I did say that would be 10,632. Right, I'm just going to have a little look on here. Right, if anyone follows now, it might work. I don't know if it will. I'd like to say it will. Right, let me just simulate. Well, that simulation definitely worked. So, is it just a case of it's not working through through there, or is it through? You know what I mean? I don't know. Like you say, Tickfinity is a little bit on the finicky side sometimes. But right, we've made wow, we're up to 52 grand now. So we need to get wood. We need to go get some wood for the sawmill. Yo, hello. How are you doing, pal? Welcome to the purple platform. Hello, hello, hello. Right, we need wood for the sawmill. We need wood for the sawmill. Let's go. Yeah, we're going to be working in the dark for a little bit, guys. This just gives us roughly about a 3-hour stream if we leave it on ×4. We start about 4:30, 5 o'clock. We play till about 6 o'clock at night. I'm not bad. I'm just trying a new colossal lizard harvesters. My god, they asked you, but oh yeah, I don't use them. Is that where the one where they've got like 100,000 litre capacity and they're like 1,000,000 meters wide and you can basically just go one field once and it's done? If it is, I think, yeah. I like the small equipment. I really do. I really do like the small stuff. It just makes such a... I don't know, what's the... I like the struggle, do you know what I mean? Once if I start a new series here right now and we had all the equipment, we had the farm and everything, I'd be bored after literally an hour. 5 million capacity with 100 meter wide and does 50 mile an hour while harvesting. Wow. I can't deal with the unrealistic stuff. I can't lie. I like the sense of achievement doing it. Yes, that's why I like to play this game the way I do right now. I love to start with nothing and try and work my way up. Now, we are literally about 50, let's call it £60,000 away from buying a farm. Now, we will need to get some money in the bank for the day's loan. But yeah, we need 108 grand, or 109 grand, sorry, for the farm. And we need to have 9 grand in the bank for the yeah, for the payment for the loan. So you know, we're not far away. We're not far away from buying a farm. I think, what's this? Is this live stream number 12? Some of them have been 5 hours long. It's been a struggle. Yo, dude, thank you for the follow. Now you see, now it works now. It works now. As that alert. Thank you for the follow, my friend. Welcome to the stream. We are here. We're having a blast. We will be live for the next few hours, and yeah, then well, we play more than just farming, but yeah, we are just playing farming today. Really? There we go. There we go. Right, so 1, Let's have a look. I do love how it tells us. As it stands now, this should be 8,100 litres. I'm telling you now, it won't be. If I drag this to the sawmill as it is, this would not be that amount of literage. Yeah, I'm going to keep the mod as... remove the engine one. The thing is, dude, everybody plays the game how they like. You know what I mean? I know people who don't like the way I play. You know what I mean? And there's no... you know... Enjoy the game the way you want to enjoy it. What works for me doesn't work for other people. What works for other people doesn't work for me. It's just the way, you know, it's just the way of life, basically. Right, we're going to chop that off there. Probably going to regret this one. I had a feeling that might just happen there. So apparently now this has only got 4,000 in volume. I'll tell you what I want to do. Right, let's drop the trailer there. I want to drag this one tree there, and I want to see if it actually gives me the literage it's saying, because yesterday we should have delivered 30,000 litres and we only gave us 12. So, you know, we do need to keep an eye on that. All the rest of the stuff, we can chop those bits up, put them in the trailer as and when needed. I don't think we can really pick up any of these. It's saying we can pick up some of them. Yeah, not many though, not many. Right, give me 1 second, guys. I just want to get this hooked up, and I'll catch up on the chat. It's personal preference now. I like what you're doing as it's playing realistically. Well, I can't really say it's playing it realistically. I never say like my gameplays are realistically, because let's be fair, you wouldn't see a farmer dragging a tree down the road like this. Oh, guys, I do need to turn the traffic back on, but I am just testing the trees. Yesterday we delivered 3 trees. It should have been the equivalent of approximately £30,000. It gave us 12, and they were whole trees as well. So I do want to just see if this... Now I've cleaned this one up, I want to see if it gives me what it says. Oh, I love the fact it's the size of a New Holland harvester, but the headers are 20k and not 120k. Yeah. Fair enough, pal. Like I said, everyone plays it differently. I will never tell you the way you're playing it is wrong. It is, but but you know, it is what it is. You know, if you enjoy using the unrealistic, you know, the only way I would use those kind of mods is if I was doing an American map, because I hate playing American map. It's not hate to the Americans. It's just I just find them big and boring and pointless. I just like testing new mods, fair enough. Pretty sure you get more for delimbing. Well, this has gone from an 11,000 litre tree down to 4,000 something. Our sawmill is almost out of wood altogether. Good old British maps are the best. There we go. Yes. I gotta be honest though, I am really liking this this map, guys. I'm really, for a Giants default map, this is fantastic. And I do genuinely feel there's a little bit of Oxy in this map. Now, he might not have helped in at all, but I just feel like there's a little bit of Oxy in this map. And yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if he had some input. The only thing I need to do is I need to figure out how to fix the freaking train. I'm sick of having a steam train with no steam. Whoa. Yeah, other than that, the map itself is lovely. As my wife would say, it's lovely. Right, we are almost there anyway, guys. We are almost there. Come on. Down the hill we go. Like I said, I will turn traffic back on. We had to turn the traffic off yesterday to get the 3 trees I was just dragging to the sawmill. We had they were full big bush trees. Who don't love a good bush? I'm on the American map. It took me over 6 hours to harvest a pea field. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. To be fair, pal, I was my stream on Thursday. Took me 4.5 hours just to do a parsnip harvest on this map. Right, we have 400. Right, hang on, what? That says it should be technically nearly 5,000 litres. 4,000. It did actually give, right. So D-Limin did actually give me the required literage. What's that, when the hairs get stuck between your teeth? So that did actually give me pretty much the literage it said it was going to. Now we just need to... What I'm thinking of doing is we'll get a couple of those trees, the middles of the trees, the big bits, the trunk. And then what we'll do is we'll deal with all the branches when sunlight comes and it's a bit easier to see. And then we can go around picking up all the bits. That's why I wanted to test this mod, as it's got a root harvester with 2.5 million capacity, so I don't have to empty the harvester every one. You mean like me? You mean like me and my little baby harvester? Feel like that's a dig there, pal. Feel like that's a dig at my baby harvester. Dude, since you are on the purple platform, we have now new working sound effects. Claimed for completely free using your channel points. You get channel points by watching the stream, and then you can play loads of sound effects and animations on the purple platform. Is this the Highlands Vision? It is, my friend. Yes, it's just dark. Speed and power. Speed and power. Speed and power. Yeah, we're playing the Highlands DLC. I'm not really into the fishing. Personal preference. But yeah, I'm having a blast doing the rest and playing the map. Our aim of this live stream series, guys, is to build a castle. That is the aim, to build the castle. It's a fine line between realistic and just, yeah. It looks like a good map. I need to buy it. Yeah, honestly, dude, it's the best map I think Giants has personally ever made. Now, that's my opinion. Like I've always said to people, opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one. They're all different. But yeah, I think this is the best map Giants has ever made. And I will happily stick to that. I'm sure there'll be people out there who don't like it, but I know I don't like any, and I mean I don't like any of the American maps. I'm not interested in American farming. The only time I tend to play an American map is when it's a brand new game and there's nothing else to play. But yeah, like I said, personal preference. It's a personal preference. I am much a big fan of this one. I really want to try and get a better cutting angle on that. There we go. That's what I need. Try and get a slightly better cutting angle, and hopefully... I want to... See, what I want to do, I want to just fill the sawmill while it's dark. So, you know, it's a little bit tedious when it's dark. But if I was in a field now cultivating, guys, you wouldn't see much anyway. So, at least right now, you know, we're just doing a crappy job. Or what I call a crappy job. Yo, dude, welcome to the stream. How are you doing, buddy? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Another awesome subscriber on the purple platform. I do appreciate you coming and hanging out with me once again. But good morning, my Dutch friend. How is the weather in the Netherlands? Little bit under the weather, pal. I've got I've actually got the possibility of tonsillitis. So I'm yeah, I'm a little bit under the weather at the moment, but overall I'm doing all right. You asked, so I answered. I don't want to cut both there. Hang on. Can I just cut that? Let me get rid of that one there. I feel like I'm blocking the road. I feel like I shouldn't be turning the traffic back on until I've got this fixed. I'm struggling to get up. I'm struggling to get up there, guys. I'm going to have to walk up the tree. I feel like this would be very risky, and I feel like the health and safety man would not approve of my choices right now. There we go. I knew the health and safety man would not approve of my choices. Right, let's I need a bit of sunlight actually. It's foggy and 6. Wow. Have you got you got a bit of the old white stuff, dude? A bit of the old white powder? I saw someone on on TikTok yesterday morning that they had the white stuff in the Netherlands. I wouldn't mind, but it's not even someone I follow, so I don't really know why I'm getting the Netherlands people. I think it's just because Flo sends me lots of Netherlands crap. But now I start getting random Netherlands people, and I wouldn't mind, but on the TikToks I've got no idea what they're saying. Flo's meant to be teaching me Dutch, but I'm sure he's just teaching me racist things, so I dare say it because I don't trust Flo. I'm sure he's just teaching me really offensive stuff. No, he's not teaching me out. No, I don't think he's got the patience to teach me anything. Right, let's how many literage is in this tree? Only another 5,800 litres. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. Guys, I just want to point out that between all the platforms today, we've got like 10 people watching right now, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I don't really know why I've got 10 people watching. I'm a complete and utter idiot with the possibility of onset tonsillitis by the look of it. So, yeah, and to be honest, my throat is a lot worse now than it was 38 minutes ago when I started. 38 minutes ago, my only difficulty was swallowing. So if I'm talking and my voice goes funny, I am really starting to struggle a little bit. I was advised not to stream today by the wife, but, you know, the day I start listening to the wife is the day she'll think I'm dying, because I've never listened to her in 20 years. And I ain't gonna start now. I ain't gonna start now. Really? 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 You bounce off that post and then you get stuck on this post. Really? I see how it is. You can just live there. To be fair, guys, I didn't see these little limbs before. They were what can I say? They were in the ground basically. So let me just move these. Let me just put that one over there. The reason I'm doing this, guys, is I am going to be turning traffic back on, and we can pick these up on our next route. I don't really know. Nice to see that one does not come off there. Whatever. Right, let's try now. Let's try again. No, it pulled off the winch. My bad, my bad. I forget about that. I forget about that. Right, let's try this again. Control and K to pull the winch in, and away we go. Yeah, welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I do appreciate everybody hanging out with me. Really? Right. Let's just winch this all the way in. I think we might be... I think that winch to the ground? No, it's not. Definitely do with the winch going to the ground. I'm going a little bit too quick. That's the problem. I'm going way too quick for what we're trying to do. Sunrise is coming as well, so we will be doing some other jobs soon. I just need to get a little bit of wood in the harvester so it's got something to actually process while we go and do other jobs today. And this time of day is the best time to do it, to be honest. And I just take a little bit of a wide berth by cutting the corners a little bit. Take the racing line just so I'm not going to be skipping around as much. I don't think that is something we can use. We'll have a look in the discount shop. Something, well, it says a new special offer, but there's no price, so I don't actually think that's a new item in the shop. I am loving the fact that we changed the way the mod worked for the discount shop, and we do get something nearly every hour. Granted, we don't get much we actually need, want, or is useful, but yeah, it's something. Right, our sawmill is coming up on the left hand side, so we'll come into here and we'll get another probably about 5,000 litres. Not as much as we think. So what have we got here? It is 4,600. Not too bad. We have more wood to deliver as well, so we're already making lots and lots today. That is the main thing. I do think I should start putting my beacon. Actually, this is part of the reason why I tend to just drive around with my beacons on constantly anyway. Right, I reckon we could maybe get one. Do you know what we should do? We should try and bring 2 trees down. We can carry up to 4 depending on the weight. If we can bring 3, if we can bring 2 or 3 trees down, and we just bring the, you know, we can deal with the branches afterwards. Because we're going to need to bring the trailer down to the shop anyway very, very soon. I'm tempted about selling the harvester once again though, guys, because with the issues we had in that other previous stream, and it took like 4 hours to do a contract, I've kind of been a little bit tempted not to do any more. Not until we own a farm anyway. So at least when we own a farm, it can take us, if there's a 3-month harvesting period, it can take us 3 months. If we do it in a contract, there is just no room, there's no wiggle room. You have to do it that one day. Sunrise is coming. I reckon we can get 2 trees done before actual sunrise. Before we got some daylight on the ground. Knowing my luck, it won't happen like that, but it could. There we go, that is our land. Always look for the blue house and you find where we live. Yeah, we got a lot of trimming to do. No, we got a lot of picking up of the branches to do. Is what I meant to say, sorry. Yeah, I do need to get that off there actually. I am just gonna have to use a little bit of super strength. We've done so well on this series not using it. But I want to get traffic turned back on, and I can't turn traffic on if if I've blocked the road. I do just want to get this here so we can get traffic turned back on. I think it's a valid reason for using a little bit of super strength to get the traffic turned back on. We've got a lot of branches here that we need to get cleaned up as well. I think that's going to be a very tedious job today. To do that. So what I'm going to do, guys, is actually I want to go back there. I want to let's have a look. I want to get rid of this harvester. We made good money off this, but right now I need the money in the bank. For the money we've made, that wasn't bad. That was not bad in the slightest. So what have we got here? Is this a... That's a nice spruce tree. Right, so if I take 2 spruce trees, that would pretty much be a nice... 2 nice trees to take. Come on, chainsaw. Come on, chainsaw. Timber. Right, in the shop. Oh, it was actually a tractor. Right, so that did come up, but it didn't give me a price. But that's too expensive for what we can afford. It is literally too expensive. No, no! Oh, the lumberjack mod just deleted my tree. No. I hate that. I hate that mod sometimes. I've just deleted a 9,000 litre tree. No way. Thanks, dude. I can always rely on you to come in with the sound effects. I can't believe that. I genuinely cannot believe I just did that. I was just getting rid of the branches, you know, like the built-in branches. Kind of walk up the tree. Let me look on the lumberjack mod settings, see if that is actually something we can turn off. I know there is somewhere. So there isn't any way to remove this. The deleting of the trees. Foliage and bushes. So at least if we change the long hold to 2.5 seconds, that should, in theory, might as well do that. If I'm gonna accidentally do that, I might as well do that. That is not good, guys. When it's red, that basically just gets rid of all, you know, that's in the ability to delete the tree. And I did get another tree here. I can't believe I've lost 9,000 litres in a tree, to be honest. Right. I'm literally tapping it as I walk up. I don't think this is working as well for me. But at least I'm trying not... The only downside to the lumberjack mod, actually I don't know if I really need the lumberjack mod on this series. It might be worth getting rid of the lumberjack mod. Right, so I can definitely clean up the tree a hell of a lot better than... whoa! There we go. Right, that's what I was trying to do last time. That's all I was trying to do last time. Well, that definitely cleaned the tree up a lot better than... Doesn't always work though, that's the problem. But to be honest, that's definitely a damn sight lot better than the were. I can't believe we've lost a 9,000 litre tree. I have managed to clip that. Dude, if you ever do anything like that with the sound effects, you can clip it as well, dude. And make the clips. It might just appear on TikTok if I've got clips. Right, so we want to get that on there, and we now need to get Control and K. Let's get that tree brought into there. Right, like I say, I don't really like doing it this way, but really? Why was super... Oh my god, it's too heavy. Right, so I can't take 2 spruce trees at the same time. You suck. You suck. You know how much nice it would be to, you know, carry 2 trees at once. Control and K, and then lift the tree up. Yeah, So that's not got enough power on it. But yeah, that has cleaned up the tree a lot better than it was. Ah, crazy, man. I can't believe that's happened to us. Lost a 10. Well, it was about 9,500. It was between 9 and 11,000. One of these spruce trees is 9,000. The other one's 11,000. So we've lost somewhere between there in a tree because of the lumberjack mob. I am tempted about removing the lumberjack mod. I'm very tempted. I can't afford to lose 9,000 litres of wood. That's the problem. Right, well, it's daylight now. We need to get in the fields, but I need to get that other tree. We've already chopped it down. We've already cleaned it up. We need to get that tree into the sawmill. We blew through about 16,000 litres overnight. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Slowly but surely, we are getting there. Whoa! Why have I've got... Oh, hang on. I'm gonna have to... There we go. I'm just gonna have to let the winch out a little bit. I need a bit of turning circle. Right, it's just starting to rain. There's probably going to be about another 10 grand in wood very, very soon. It's the new Highland DLC, Ben. The new Kinlaig map. Kinlaig, however the Scottish want to pronounce it. I love it, dude. I think it's the best map. I think it's the best map Giants themselves have ever made. Don't get me wrong, there are really good DLC maps out there, but for a default map, I think it is one of the best. Actually, no, I think it is the best they've ever made. Right, guys, I won't be a minute. My OBS has decided to have an absolute meltdown for some reason. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. I might be able to fix this while still live, which is quite handy. Yep. Okay. Strange. Very strange. Very strange indeed. Right, so that's... I didn't have any problems yesterday. Why are you giving me problems today? How are you giving me problems when I'm not even using, like, any resources? That is really strange. I think my encoding card just decided it didn't want to work properly for a couple of minutes there. So yeah, hopefully that hasn't bugged out on any of the streams. It isn't looking that way. Yeah, really strange. I just changed one of the recording settings while I was at it. Yeah, strange. If I look here, guys, although to be fair, yeah, the rain. It's the rain. The rain is causing havoc. The rain is causing havoc with my frames. Wow. I'm 98% flat out on my 5090 because of the rain. Wow. I'm going to say I don't have this problem usually, but yeah, the rain is causing an issue today. Very strange. What's the farm like? I don't own one yet, pal, to be honest with you. The default farm though looks nice. The one I'm going to buy is, I like it because I'm going to buy it. That's why I'm buying it. And then the one in the middle of the map's nice, but it's kind of, you got to go down like a lot of dirt tracks to get to it. So if you like in the middle of nowhere kind of farm, yeah, kind of like a personal preference really. Right, let me get that into there. Yeah, the rain. Right, we've got 17,000 litres in there for now. We've got one. I've got two of them to move. Yeah, I've got quite a bit to move and tidy up. But I've got one more spruce log. I'm thinking maybe this time, guys, I might leave that log there for now. I might go and get those branches picked up and get them into the trailer. I need the trailer back down to sell the wood. So you know, in order to sell the wood, I need to bring the trailer down. And if there's no point bringing an empty trailer, I might as well bring the. I might as well bring it full of the branches and stuff. Yeah, the rain is the reason why I was having an encoder issue. It's really strange because like it's Farming Simulator, but I am playing on 4K. I'm recording in 4K. I'm streaming in 1080 to TikTok. I'm streaming in 2K quality to the Purple platform. So you know, that's a lot for a graphics card. That's why I do have the Intel for TikTok and. Yep, we're having an issue again. Yeah, having an issue. The rain is giving me an issue. I know it went laggy on TikTok. It went laggy. I saw that on OBS. But it's only the rain. I'll tell you what. Let's turn off the beams. The beacon, sorry. Wow, the beacons just lowered it by 15%. Okay, we'll turn the beacons off for now, guys. We don't need beacons on for now. We're fine with the beacons, just not with the beacons and the rain. Apparently, that's fine. I'll turn the quality down on TikTok. I think we're using like we're doing 1080 at 8,000 bit rate. I'll turn the bit rate down in the next stream. I don't think it needs to be 8,000. It's just what it recommended, but I'm not that fussed. Yeah, guys, thank you for showing up in the stream today, guys. Thank you for the conversation. I do appreciate it. Thank you for liking the streams and following as well. We've had a few new followers today. We've had a lot of likes, and I do appreciate it. I'm going to leave this over here, actually. I'm going to leave this here between the trees. Right, so we need to get these branches now, guys. We are going to have to trim some of them to get them to fit in. I think that's going to be the easiest way to look at this. This might take a little while. Let's have a look, actually. What jobs do we have today? I need cultivating. Cultivating is good. Cultivating is easy money. I will take the ploughing contract all day long because it doesn't cost out. We'll do a deadwood contract just because we can. Don't mind that one. It's do you know what? Yeah, we'll do it while we're out and about. Right, those are all the nice, easy contracts. The big money earners, as I call them. So let's have a look. Can we any we can pick up without super strength is easier. I'm hoping we can pick up the most of these without super strength, to be honest. We have one we can't pick up. Of course we don't. Right, there's one. Super strength. Oh. How can I still not pick you up? Come on. Oh, that's why. It was bigger than I thought. I didn't realise that. That's what she said. Yeah, hopefully we can get all this in, to be honest. Like I said, I need to get the traffic turned back on. We haven't done it yet. Like I said, I was still moving trees around. But I have kind of just can we get that now? Whoa! Yes. Oh, hang on a minute. I know what we've done there. I don't need wood chips. I don't need wood chips from just trimming wood. I know wood chips do technically happen, but I don't need to be bringing a bucket up here to pick up wood chips. No, thank you. Right, can we get all this in the trailer? I don't think we're going to get all this in the trailer. There's a lot by the top up there. What we're going to end up having to do then, guys, I think we're just going to have to get as much as we can in. We might have to make a second trip. I don't want to, but I don't think we're going to have much choice. It's not much on the literage, to be honest. I could do actually with making a firewood production. If I get a firewood production, we could put all the branches into the firewood. That would be a really cool idea. Firewood for these twigs and stuff, and the branches. And then take the main wood down to the sawmill. That would work, I think, more realistic. It would make us a lot of money. That's the only downside. It would make us a lot of money. I'm trying to see if we can take all this in one go, or if we really should come back for it. What do you reckon? Do you reckon we just try and take as much as we can? Yeah, we've got a lot of wood to do today. I think, to be honest, we need to. I think we need to come back for the rest. We're a little bit overloaded as we are, guys. Yeah. Let's take this lot. We'll drop it into the sawmill, and then we'll leave this at the sawmill, and then we'll go and do some actual field work today. No, I'm not doing multiplayer, dude. I'm doing a single solo play. Without trying to sound horrible either, if it was multiplayer, dude, I don't know you. Play multiplayer, if that makes sense. You'd have to be not a new person, if that makes sense. Have a conversation, you know, just chill out in streams and stuff first. I've fallen in the bad habit of letting randoms, you know, play before, and it's kind of come back to bite me on the ass, if that makes sense. Where it's ended up costing us dearly. That is Yeah, we're making good wood now. Good amount of wood in the sawmill. We should be able to leave it for a couple of hours while we go and do the ploughing and cultivating. I have to get going. I have to be at the office in and out. Yeah, dude, thank you for hanging out before you went to work, dude. I do appreciate it, my friend. Have a great day at work, and yeah, just have a great day at work, and don't do too much hard work, is all I'm going to say to you. Don't do too much hard work. Oh. I need to get a sound effect for bye, don't I? You know, after like you watch like an American Dad and a Family Guy, you get that guy who goes, "Ah, have a good time." We need to get that sound effect, I think, for when people leave the streams. That'd be cool. Can't wait to get the wood chips done. The wood chips can double in price again before we actually manage to sell them. It's a very big bushy. Haven't you got your working lights on? Yeah, that's because the working lights and the rain were giving me a frame problem. So I decided to, you know, if it's one or the other, I can't really do much about the rain. Right, we've got 20,000 litres in here now then, guys. 20,000 litres. So we need to get that into there. I'm going to just put this in the corner, but like that. We're going to do that, and we're going to do that. So we can load that up now at any point we want. Don't need to have the tractor down here to do that, so we can basically just head back to the shop now and actually start some field work now it's daylight. Right, away we go. Oh, I need to turn the traffic back on. Yeah, I had traffic off while we were moving the large amount of trees. So what have we got now? We need 108,000. I call it 110. Need 9 grand in the bank. I basically need to earn about 50 grand, guys. 50 grand gives me enough money in the bank to buy the farm. If we buy the farm, I think we're still originally going to go for... I do like this farm. If I was to buy this farm, I know we don't have enough money. I'm thinking, how many trees does it give us? If I buy that one, though, it gives me the cow shed. Which is why I want 50 grand. Because if it gives me an extra 10 grand in the bank, I can buy some cows. And we can start getting some milk. We can sell the milk and try and then buy the bakery. Then we can obviously produce the dairy, sorry. And we can grow the farm from there. It's going to end up being like production simulator at some point. I'm telling you now, because we're going to be very busy trying to get this castle built. Driving like a maniac right now just so I can crack on. So what have we got? We've got 1 deadwood contract, 2 cultivate. Right, so the ploughing is field 30. Oh, field 36 all the way down there, innit? I knew that. 26 and 38 are in. Right, can I take both of these implements with me? I'm trying to decide if I can maybe... obviously not use them at the same time, but I'm wondering if I can take them with me. It's a long way back to the shop just to pick up a new implement when I'm going to be working in the same area. I can always leave the cultivator at the side of the field while I do the ploughing. That's what I'm thinking. Come on, Skoda. Hurry up. If I go and do field 36 first, because that's going to be the one we come to first, then if we then jump on to 38, which is the cultivating, and then we drive up into 26 on the way back to the shop, and then we go back to the sawmill and we kind of see how we are progressing. Slowly, but we're getting there. And then we'll have a lot more wood to sell as well. This is 36, which is ploughing. This is not going to be the best job to do in this weather. This could not be any worse weather for ploughing. Literally couldn't be any worse weather for ploughing. But we need to do it. We need the money. Like I say, we are literally so close to buying the farm. I'm just not really sure. I know which one we're going to buy. I just don't know if it's going to actually be the best one to buy. At least the other one is more expensive, but it is in the middle of the map. We're going to be in the top right corner all the time otherwise. But then again, saying that, you know, more expensive land, might be better quality land. It's near the shop, it's near a lot of the sell points. Right, 3% done already. Nice. Come on, you all, and I knew you might get bogged down a little bit. Yep, you really, really are. Between the mud and the hill, it's had to drop a gear. What we might end up having to do is we'll get a couple of headlands done. Actually, I wonder if we can get away with one headland. Maybe go side to side on the field and work our way down. Maybe. That's maybe the best way to do it. Maybe the best way to do it. Alright, so we are actually working at 12 miles per hour. So yeah, we lost a good 30% in speed coming up that hill because of the weather. Yeah, hard one to judge, to be honest. Definitely could do with not being as poor on the speed. Is that all it is? 1.5 headlands, 14%. Wow, that is. It gives you a rough idea how long the field's going to take, and yeah, this is going to take a little while to do, to be honest. Try not to miss any on the corners. We've already dropped 1 mile an hour. We're about to drop another one. No, we didn't. We only lost the 1 mile an hour. Well, that's a big difference compared to the first one. Like I say, we lost about 30% of our speed on the first headland. I don't mind losing 1 mile an hour for the headlands. It does help when if you don't miss any though, Matt. Come on, stop being an idiot. Nice. Yeah, 22% for 2 headlands, averaging about 11% a headland. Not good. Normally you can get like 30-40% with just doing the headlands. That's not going to be the same on this one. Yeah. Like I say, it gives you an idea if you do the headlands first. It gives you an idea roughly how big and how long the field's going to take. Normally we get 30-40% for doing 2 headlands. Although we are only 6 meters wide, I'm maybe thinking because of the cultivator. Cultivator is a lot wider than the plough, so that's maybe where I'm going wrong with. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's my dodgy math. Come on. Yeah, you see, we are 30% doing 3. Yeah, it's maybe because I've been using the cultivator a lot lately. That's where I'm getting the higher percentage values from. Maybe. Maybe. I can hardly see. I know it's obviously easy to see because you can see the like the green stubble, but it's still nice to actually be able to see yourself with your own eyeballs. Yeah, 32% doing 3 headlands. That's maybe where it was. Maybe just got it wrong with the amount of headlands. There you go, 32%, so it's between 30 and 40. Yeah, it's maybe just because I was using the cultivator in the last episode. Obviously, with that being an extra 2.3 meters wider, as you can imagine, every headland you do is going to complete more percentage than what a 6 meter one would. Yeah. Comparing 2 tools and 2 of my implements, 2 tools, 2 of my implements, and yeah, getting it wrong. Applying wrong information. And this is going to be about 15 grand for these 3 jobs ish, give or take. That also gives me a chance to build up some wood supply. We've got a lot of wood planks. We don't need to sell them to the or deliver them to the castle yet. So they are just making me a little bit extra money at the moment. But I do think we're going to get the farm today. I didn't plan on getting the farm today, that's the thing. But I think we're going to be in a position where we might actually get it. If we end up getting the farm today, we will be... Oh, we'll be sorted. Winter is coming. We'll be able to deal with the cows. I mean, our biggest problem is buying cows. We will have nothing to feed them. But if we buy the farm, we can get some horses. I already have the oat. We can get some chickens. I already have the wheat. I've been picking it up cheap in the discount store. We just need land to put them there. And I don't want to use the land where the trees are because I want to replant trees. So my idea is to take all the trees out of that bit of land, replant trees, and then sell the land. Yeah, we're just going to keep doing headlands for now, guys, because, well, to be honest, we're not getting bogged down doing headlands by riding over the previous special offer. I don't see a price for that. I don't think that's... Is that new to us? The last thing we had in the shop was the tractor, so yeah, it is new. We really could do with buying that and that. 3.9 and 3.1, 6 meter width. Compared to our current, although saying our current one's 7. It's only 11 grand as well. That might give us 15 grand. Yo, Mr. Flo, how are you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. How are we doing, pal? How are we doing? Hello and welcome. Appreciate you coming and hanging out with me once again, Mr. Flo. Even if it is just for a minute or 10. You doing a bit shit, man? Why? What's up, dude? What's up? Come on. Man flu, but at work. Oh, dude. Do you remember yesterday I was telling you about my sore throat? It turns out I've got the onset of tonsillitis, so I'm going to try and stream as long as I possibly can. And then if there's no stream tomorrow, you know it's got to the point where I can hardly talk. So, yeah. So what now? Tonsillitis. You know, where your tonsils at the back of your throat get all big and swollen. I've got that. I've got the swellings on my tonsils. Drag Lady was looking last night. And, yeah, it's not any better today. It's why, like, nice cold drinks are quite soothing at the moment. So I am trying to stream as long as I can. Getting too much cock in the back of your throat. Oh, honestly, dude, yes. Honestly, yeah, just... Yeah. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Yeah. Black Thunder was too much. To be honest, mate, the caffeine, the caffeinated drinks are not helping. But they're the only drinks I've had in the fridge overnight. So I've almost drunk a can of it now, and I've been told to avoid drinking caffeinated drinks, but unfortunately, yeah, I had to choose between a cold drink or not, and the only cold drink I had today was a caffeinated one. So I have done do, but you have to wait, you have to leave it in the fridge long enough for it to go cold. Yeah, well, I didn't have any ice cubes, so I've also put some water in the freezer to make some ice cubes, but I have to wait again for that to become frozen in order to use it. So I'm in like a catch-22 at the moment until the water cools down and the ice cubes make. Yeah, I've had to just drink what was already in there, and that was my basically my monster drink. It doesn't help at the moment. Beer should work. To be fair, mate, I was When I found out what I had yesterday, hang on. I was on the old rum and whiskey last night. Let's just say the whiskey burned more than usual. In fairness though, I slept like a baby last night. Maybe because I burnt my throat away. Yeah. But you know, if you've got to kill the if you got to kill the infection, nothing better than the old whiskey. The old whiskey will do that job for you. That'll get rid of the infection at the back of your throat. But yeah, like I say, so
don't let your kids watch it.
Is that your favourite one or what, Flo? Come on. I hope you don't see it. You need counter steer. No, I am not having it where you can control my steering. You're annoying enough as it is, Flores. Don't need you. Oh, we're back to the New Holland, dude. We're back to the New Holland, but you weren't here yesterday, so we're going back to the horrible New Holland. But at least it's a bit easier for me to steer. I was here. You weren't here. You weren't talking. You was not talking, so you was not here. Oh yeah, no, I remember driving, the Kubota, when I was driving the Kubota, but you weren't here. You weren't here when I was talking about changing the Kubota. So we've gone back to the New Holland. The New Holland has a bit of bounce to it, but at least I can steer the freaking thing. Shame. Yeah, to be fair, Flo, you do bring great shame to the channel. It was comical to watch. Well, what can I say?
Hot damn!
Hot damn! I love how... Yo, dude, thank you for the heart me on TikTok, dude. I do appreciate it. Hot damn! I knew that had to be some kind of like little donation thing, because that's what it is. It's hot damn. Although I have changed the purple platform's bit alert as well. I have changed that. That has got a new sound effect now. So looking forward to that one. As long as it works. It works on a simulation. Yeah, just been trying to add new sound effects to the different things. Come on, we've nearly 3/4 done this field. Nearly 3/4 done. Trying to make the streams a little bit more personal, a little bit more, you know, not using just default sounds, things like that, so. I'm a big fan of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, big fan of Mario, do you know what I mean? Things like that, so hence the sound effects. Right, what have we got now? 76%. It would be nice to get this field done. Mr. Flo. Hey, Flo, are you there, dude? I got some really important information to tell you. It's only 10 days till my birthday. I knew what was coming. To be fair, mate, do you know how many people do? I've got it as my stream title on the purple platform. I mean, it's amazing how many people don't bother to read it and then ask what you're playing. I knew it. 10 days, pal. 10 days. I just want to point out that because I'm going to be 41, I am officially on my way to 50. Oh, bugger. I'm not old. I'm well seasoned. What else? What else terminology can we use? Mentally. Mentally, about 10. Yeah, to be honest, mate, can't disagree with that. Cannot disagree with that. I am a giant child. I am a 41-year-old man-child. And, yes. How old are you, man, Mr. Flo? I know we've had this conversation many times, but to be honest, I just forget. Old man brain. 26. Ooh, so you're like a 1999 baby, aren't you? Hmm. You couldn't even wait to be in the 2000s, dude. You were born in a completely different century. Like me. You old bastard. Yes, in 2007 is legal drinking. Yeah, it is for you. It is for you. Better laws. I can't disagree with you, pal. I genuinely can't disagree with you. All I'm saying is, in the UK, you wouldn't have underage drinking if they just lowered the drinking age. Yeah, probably. It's the same thing over here, dude. That'd be the problem. Right, we've got 91% done all with this contract, guys, so we are into the final 10%. How much this might be? Don't pay you. Don't know, pal. Doesn't really pay anything doing content, not when you're as small as me. Right, 93%. I wish I was making millions, dude. Dude, if I was making millions, I wouldn't have a mortgage. Making millions in debt. To be fair, dude, when I read it, that in debt wasn't there. Yeah, I'm not that bad, dude. I ain't got that much debt. I've only got a bit of debt because of my roof and my mortgage, but I don't count my mortgage as debt because I actually have something to show for it, like a house. And I've already added like 50 grand in value to it in 18 months, so I'm not, yeah. If I sold now, I'd be laughing. About 22, pal. I spend 22, add 50 grand in value, so it's still profit. Still 30 grand profit in 18 months. It's weird how that works over there. It kind of works over here, pal, because like if you had a new Rooty house, it means like if I sold the house, whoever's going to buy it doesn't have to like worry about it, kind of thing, you know, like when you have like new boilers and all that kind of stuff, fitted in new kitchens, you know, if you make it all modern and stuff like that, it kind of then adds the value, you see. That's how it works over here. Right, let's get some of this cashed in. Whoa, that was 11 grand. I didn't realise the ploughing contract was 11 grand. Wow. I didn't think it was 11 grand. Wow. Fantastic. Hey guys, I just want to point out, if I've got realistic beacons turned on. If I turned them on, as in the beacons, I'm at like 74% graphical use. If I turn them off, I go back down to like 64. That is ridiculous amount of percentage just for beacons. Like ridiculous amount. It's not even a mod, dude. It's part of the game. Realistic beacons turned on. Right, I was just opening a drink before we started this next job. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. As my wife would say in her stupid accent. Won't it go? I won't mind, guys, but the wife is from the exact same place as me, but I sound like I'm not from here, and she does. My wife sounds like a foreigner to me sometimes when she speaks. Oh, look, you missed the best part of the stream today, dude. You missed the best bit. I was fuming. I was raging. I was literally raging. I did. I was taking some branches off a tree, and I held the button too long, and the lumberjack mod accidentally deleted a 11,000 litre tree. Just disappeared. Raging wasn't even close to how I was, and your Netherlands friend, Mr. Fregel, was here to clip it and do stupid sound effects. Why the hell are we struggling here? Oh, it's the rain. So yeah, I have got that clip, so it might appear on TikTok later on if it's clipped well. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Pick a gear and stay in it, man. Come on. Wow, we just jumped from gear 2 to 14. Oh my god, come on. I know it's the rain, but how annoying is this? It's fine normally. This is the first time I've cultivated in the rain. But the problem is, I've got more than enough power requirements, so it has to be the rain bogging me down in the field. It's just unfortunately really screwing me right now. Pick a gear and stay in it. 8, 12, 8, 12, 15, 9. Pick a gear! Stop being a twat. Stay in gear. There we go, we've leveled out now. Well, apparently we've... Oh, this thing is driving me absolutely freaking insane. Just pick a gear, man. Stay in it. It's not hard. I'd appreciate if you just stayed in gear. I won't be a minute, guys. I'm just looking at something on a piece of software. Yeah. I'm going to have to, dude. I do know one thing. I was talking the other day about a mod about changing manual to automatic in-game. That mod has just been released a couple of days ago. So I'm very happy with that. I might have to download it. And then just manually stay in gear. Like, I'd rather stay in a lower gear and higher revs, but actually be moving. I'll be fine going downhill. Feel like your love life right now, Flo. Going downhill. More like my life in general. Yeah, you're not wrong, dude. Wow, do you have to attack me like that? I was having banter. You just come in with the nuclear bomb and just drop it. Thanks, dude. Jesus Christ. Don't need enemies when you got friends like Flo. To be fair though, this is a steeper hill than you think. Genuine question. Is it going to be any easier going the opposite way? I don't know if it will. Well, it is up to now. I know what it is. It's the driving over the bumps in the ploughed field. That's what it is. Although it's definitely... Oh my god. Pick a gear. Pick a gear. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Oh god, my daughter's just messaged me. Dad, I want money. This is because I'm driving across the bump. And the fact that it's also wet is not helping. Like, this is level ground now and I'm still struggling, do you know what I mean? That's the problem. If I go across the field in a minute, it won't be a problem. So we might have to look at going across the field. Try and stay in the ploughed tracks. Especially while it's raining. This is a 165 brake horsepower implement, guys. I have 300 brake horsepower in the tractor. And I'm still struggling. That is just crazy. I want to see if it actually, yeah, it's a lot better going that way. I just wanted to test that. I'll be fine going this way though, because it's flat again. You can feel the traction just losing it all in the rain going over the bumps. That's the problem. We'll have a little bit of an overhang just to make sure we get the corner a little bit better than we did last time. Like that. There we go. Lovely. Yeah, that was hell. I thought this might be a nice job to do. No. No. It was not a nice job to do. I thought a cultivator this wide, a field this small, easy money. This is worse than the bloody ploughing. Worse than the bloody ploughing. It's almost worth going to the top of the field and just driving and cultivating down. This is hell. This is genuinely hell. Last time I saw something this annoying, I was looking at Flo's Facebook. Way. Come on. Like, it's flat now. Come on, it's nearly flat. Why are we still struggling on the flat? Ugh. Honestly, this is tedious. Oh, honestly, mate, horrible. Because I'm going against the texture and the rain. We're over halfway now, though. We are 60% through this field, so it won't take over long. And at 8.3 meters wide, it's not the end of the world. We're not far off though, guys, from getting the farm. We're not far from it at all. I want to try something. If I stay on the flat ground, I want to see if it improves things. So I'm going to stay on the flat ground and just cultivate a little bit. Yeah, it's the plough texture and the rain. Like, we're only ploughing right now at like 3 meters wide. Cultivating, sorry. But if you notice, we don't actually have a problem. So between the rain and the wheel slipping, and obviously going against the plough texture, that is literally our problem. So what I'll do then for now is I'll just do like 3 meters coming up. I'll then go across like here now. We'll get like a good amount and then we'll come down. Yeah, I know I do, but it's a lot more turning doing it that way, mate. It's going to take just as long. Nvidia stock has plummeted 4.4%. I shall have a look. And then as we come down against the texture, I get pretty much full speed, and we can do it at the 8.3 meters. Not the greatest way to do this, but yeah, it does work. It does work. See what I mean? Definitely makes a difference going and get with the texture, but it's so bloody annoying. Although at least with every pass it gets a little bit wider. 78% complete, so not much left to go, to be honest. 79. The rain needs to stop though. Bloody wet and miserable. Every time we do one pass, we are getting at least a full percent. Something has come up in the shop. We cannot afford that at £340,000. That is completely out of the window. 81. 82. Nice. Oof. 83. 84. Nice. 1.5% per strip now. Nice. Yes. Couple more. Once I've done this contract though, guys, I am going to take a quick bathroom break. $87. $90. Widest part coming along here. Lovely. Are you busy are you busy at work today then, Flo? You got much on? Or you got a bit more of a chill day today? Kinda. Just a lot of shitty jobs, yeah. Fair enough, pal. Right, 95%. 96. 97. 98. Yeah, they're the worst jobs to do, pal. Because they have to be done, but you know they're just gonna suck. And you probably find they take up just as much time as doing a big job. Right, there we go. That is done there. Right, I'm just going to nip to the bathroom, guys. I am busting. Right. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. There we go. Right. So we have to go now and do field number 26. That was £3,600. So that's not too bad. Not too bad. Plowing definitely pays more. Just want to point that out. Wow. Field 25 needs weeding. That's 10 grand. I'm going to accept that for now. On the chance that... Field 45 needs cultivating as well. We're going to do that one. That is right down. I'm more tempted to do 45 than I am 26. Just because 45 is on the way back to the shop. 26 means travelling to it. If I can get all 4 of these contracts done though, guys, that is the farm paid for. That's without selling the wood that we've got down there. That does also remind me one thing. I do just need to just quickly double check something over at the castle, guys. Let's have a look. Stage 3 has been completed. Stage 3 has been completed. Wow, I didn't think we'd get stage 3 completed today. Right, where do I buy castle stone, guys? We're buying castle stone because I've got no other way to do that. Castle stone, I need 10,000 litres of castle stone. Where can I buy castle stone then, guys? Where do I buy castle stone? Hello? Hello? I buy them at the warehouse. Okay. I don't know where the warehouse is. Right, the warehouse is up there. We need to buy 10,000. Right, so we need to earn a little bit of money right now so we can buy the stone. 20 G's? Yeah. But I'm trying to buy the farm, dude. I'm like 20 grand from buying the... I did state originally I would buy the stone. There's no way I can make the stone, do you know what I mean? That would mean like more bank loans. I can't get bank loans. We've maxed out what we can borrow. So yeah. I'll leave that on there for now. I've driven. No, I haven't. I have not. I haven't. The field I'm going to is right here. Literally, right here. Thought I was about to drive past it. Right, so I'm going to drop that there. This is a relatively flat field, so this shouldn't take too long. Yeah, this won't take too long. Let's go. What we might as well do then, guys, is we might as well pick up the wood and sell the wood, because the wood selling, the planks of wood we've got can be sold next to the castle stone. We've done half a headland, we've got 9%. Nice. This is not going to take over long. Don't think we're going to be able to buy the farm today. Now we've got to buy stone. Now I could technically wait and do the stone in the next episode, but we might as well use the sleep into the next episode to complete it. Sorry about that. I dropped something. Right, let's have a look. 20% for one headland. That's what I'm talking about. Pretty much 20% for a headland. Loving that. Yeah, if we take all the wood we can with us to sell, we'll drop some off at the castle, and then we'll go and sell the rest of the small planks at the sell point. That'll give me a little bit of money towards the castle stone, and then hopefully we can still buy the farm today as well. We might not have any spare money for the cows, but at least once we've got the farm, we'll be laughing. Hang on a minute. Which setting do I need to check? Measuring units. Oh, really? Measuring unit miles or kilometers, but then it gives me that in feet. Oh, that sucks. Looking at you, 38, yes, so 19% for every headland. Nice. There's not much left of this field to do already, and this is going to earn me a good 5 grand. What do you reckon, Flo? Do you reckon I'm allowed to give myself a free forklift for the warehouse? Otherwise, I'm going to end up using super strength. Right, well, I'll be using super strength then. I got a free one at the shop for loading stuff, but the warehouse, like, I'll use super strength. No. Yeah, I'm going to drive over with the trailer. But what I'm saying is I'm not driving the skid steer over. Not a chance. Skid steer is like 2 miles an hour. No, I'm going to have the back full of bloody wood, Ellen. God, you don't listen, do you? You don't listen. Realistic? Well, yeah, but giving me a forklift at the warehouse isn't the end of the world. I feel like the warehouse would have a forklift. I feel like the warehouse would have a forklift and I would be able to use it. If you're saying I'm not allowed to give myself one to leave at the warehouse only, then fine. I'll use super strength. Can't say I didn't ask, guys. Can't say I didn't ask. You on hardcore snow runner's gonna be fun. Yeah, I know. But that's a different one, isn't it? Getting stuck without resets. Yeah, but that's why I've got you. And you'll have me. Not there, Andy. Yeah, I know, but we're on about doing it on an evening. Maybe I'll help when I stop dying of laughing. Yeah, maybe. And I'll help you when I stop roasting you. Don't forget, we can only use the in-game trucks. But it's going to be difficult for both of us. And you can only use the same attachments on your truck as the ones I get and unlock. So if I don't have all-wheel drive, you don't have it either, don't forget. The thing is, I never roll as much. Yeah, but dude, to be fair, when me and you first played it, that was like me playing it for the first time. You know what I mean? I had to get used to it. I need to go back and get my last remaining tree as well, and the branches that are beside it. Can't forget about that, but we might do that when it gets a bit darker. It is 1 o'clock in the afternoon in the game though, so you know, stream's maybe got about another hour left really. I think ×4 though, Flo, gives me a good stream time. Gives me just over 3 hours as a stream, which is quite good. I don't really know, Paul, that's the thing. But I don't want to do more than one day in an episode, you know what I mean? Like I streamed the other day for 5 hours. And it was a bit much, but then again, the Dragon Lady was waiting for me, we had stuff to do. 5 hours during the day when she's at work is a different story. But if I want to stream on an evening, I don't want to do too much during the day, because then I'll be too knackered by the end of the day. I don't want to get burnt out kind of thing. Because like I say, I want to do some racing streams as well. I want to do them on a weekend. At least if you stream every day and you do shorter streams, it's not as bad as doing the long. Like I couldn't do like the 8 hours we used to do. I've got old since then. %, there, guys. 92% completed. 92, 93. 95, 96. Yeah. Right, that is this one done as well. $98. There we go. Done. Dusted. Right, we're going to leave these implements into... we're going to leave them in here. I'll leave the plough there for now because it's not going to do too much damage just leaving it there. I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to get all this wood to deliver to the castle and to sell. Quite a bit there to sell. Bit of profit in the bank, I think. We best turn that down, haven't we? Right. Bloody wood chips, man. Producing them faster than I can shift them. Well, I can't shift them actually. I'm waiting for winter. Okay. To be fair, I don't mind that. That's what I was kind of hoping was going to appear there. These are the bigger ones. They're easy to stack from the bottom. Oh, more bloody wood chips, man. More wood chips. I think this gives me the equivalent of about 24,000 litres of wood chips, something daft like that. I know it's getting there. I tell you what though, this sawmill's not very well designed. All this new wood that they've created and it's getting wet. Where's the roof? Where's the roof? I've got to get into this gap before anything else spawns. There we go. Spawn away now as much as you want. There is another one. There is another one. Okay, I wasn't expecting that one. Right, this is about 10 grand if there's 4 pallets. So this wood alone should pay for the stone, and then we've got all the excess just want to double check what there is here. Wooden beams 200 litres away. Right, so there is only the one wooden beams. Okay, I was expecting maybe 2 of them. If I got 3 of one, I was expecting 2. It's not the end of the world. It is not the end of the world. It just means Yeah, maybe not going to earn as much as I wanted, actually. Be right back. Yeah, you're saying be right back, Flo, because I'm actually loaded that quite well and you're not happy. I know your game, Flo. I know your game. This is where I get really, really wobbly because I've got 2 pallets. But if I can carry the 2 pallets, I can load up a damn sight lot easier than doing it one at a time. Watch. Ah! Yeah! Yeah! Hey, I am quite impressed with that, considering I hate doing front loading work and stuff. But yeah, the skid steers, I just like them. I think it's because it's smaller, a little bit more control, to be honest. But either way, I am loving that. Whee! I just don't know if... Can I get that on there? Can I? No! Right, okay. I just need that not as far on there. Like, there is a lot better. Nice, nice, nice. Wow, yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Loving that. I missed that because of the roof. I couldn't quite see. You've got no idea, guys, how much money we're about to make. Will be if I don't hit that wood. Oh, no, 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 no. Please go back on there. Please go back on there. Please go back on there. Please don't knock anything off. I've done so well stacking this, considering I usually suck doing this. That is not remotely in the correct place at all, but it will have to do for now. I know what's going to happen. I've been here that long, it's going to pop out a giant beam right at the end. I know it is. Just to screw with me. No! No. 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 I can't believe that. No, 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 no. Well, Can I get that like that? Yeah, I don't know if I can actually. Oh. Okay. Dude, you literally comment on the one thing I did wrong. Bear in mind, I just loaded the entire thing. Literally loaded the entire thing. Right, I know what I did wrong. The forks were too far through like that. That's what I need. I needed that, and then I need to do that. The forks were too big and stuck out too far. That's what I needed to do first time. That's all it was. The forks were too long and it ended up getting stuck. I know it's not hard, but when you don't like doing it, it makes it more and more difficult. You know what I mean? If you don't like doing something, you don't want to do it, do you? Let's be honest. Oh! Yes! I did it! 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 You loaded on sideways. Look, bell end. Is it on? Yeah. Then shut your face. God, I don't like doing it, and you moan at me because I don't load. And then when I do load, you just laugh at me because it's not right. Well, I'm sorry it's not the floor standard. It's to Matt standard, and to be quite honest with you, I'm surprised I did it. And I didn't use super strength, not bloody once. So get in there, Flo. It might look like your face, but it's your. Do you know what I mean? Might look a mess. But I did it. I managed to do it. I don't want to turn. I really don't want to make a corner. Like, I'm going like 19 miles an hour there, and it's still like wobbling. Oh look, I've done it. I did it all by hand. I did it with the skid steer, and I don't think I did a bad job. It's not great, I understand that, but it's better than I would have normally have done. It took forever. It took nearly an in-game hour to do that. I just want to point out. I don't care, dude. I'm impressed. I managed to do it. I did it. I did it. You know how much money we're gonna make off this? We're gonna make a fortune. It's gonna buy the stone. No, but the stone's not going to actually cost me anything because of the wood. That's what I'm saying, though. Yeah, I get money from the castle for selling the wood there, and then I've got the small planks which the castle doesn't want, and then I can make money off them as well at the warehouse where the stone is. But like I say, I'm happy with this. We're gonna make enough money to buy Oh, four planks of wood, 4 pallets of planks is 10 grand. I've got 8 of those. So, you know what I mean? We're going to make money on top of what we actually sell to the castle. And then knock 20 grand off, do you know what I mean? So if we make 20 grand on the planks and I make 10 grand on the wooden beams and the long planks, that's 30 grand. I'm only going to spend 20 grand, so I've made 10 grand. Look, we're on £89,000, yeah? Let's see what we're on after I bought 10,000 litres of stone. We will make money from the stone as well. Oh, yeah, I will make money. Yeah. Yeah, so my overall profit won't be as... Yeah, well, yeah, I'm sorry, yeah. Thank you for putting that in capital letters so I could understand it. Thank you. Sometimes you just got to shout at me, Flo. Yeah, Flo, that's a good point, actually. I want to chat to you about that. When we do the SnowRunner streams and it goes to TikTok, because of how sensitive the TikTok algorithm is, you can't swear, dude, or you can't have your voice on. Like, swearing is okay, but the amount you do it is not. Right, I told you that would be about 10 grand. So there's 10 grand. That pretty much buys the stone. Like I say, you can do it, but not in the amount that you would normally do it. Otherwise I can't put your voice through, and then it wouldn't be as good. Yeah, but dude, I can't beep over your voice when it's live. Because every other swear word would just be... It'd just be that constantly. Here we go. This is Flo talking when he's in chat. My name is Flo. I am a... I know it does, pal, but they get really sensitive. Dude, we were slagging off the UK new builds and I got a 3-day ban. You know what I mean? And that was a freaking house. We're in the money. We're in the money. I don't know if where I'm going to sell these planks is the best price. It's just the closest one to where we're going to get the stone from. So that's kind of why I'm going there. Actually, can I sell these planks at the warehouse? No. Yes. No. I can't sell at the warehouse. So yeah, I'm just going to sell them at the place right next to the warehouse. And then at least that way it's... you know, we just have to pop over the road and then pick up the stone. We actually need 11,000 litres of stone. If you remember, you get 10,000, but you need to get that one extra pallet to trigger it over. Oh, dude, thank you for the follow, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, we need to get that one extra pallet, so we actually need 11,000 litres of stone. It's something people have been moaning about on the productions when you've been building stuff. You need to have one extra to trigger it. So when are we gonna get on snow? I don't know. That was 10,300. Oh, that wasn't worth as much as I thought. I expected that to be nearly 20 grand. Right, we need castle stone, guys. Castle stone. I need 15 grand. And then I want one more to trigger it over. Right, okay, I can't. There we go, guys. That's what we've now got to load with super strength. Yeah, but I was expecting 20 grand just from the little planks on their own. Alright guys, if you are not happy with me using super strength or for loading this, please take your comments over to the purple platform and please shout at Flo. He has told me I'm not allowed a free what do you call it? A free machine to load these manually, so we have to do them this way. So yeah, please redirect all your hate towards Mr. Flo. Thank you very much. He's currently in the chat. Oh, that doesn't fit that way. Oh, that's not nice. Why don't you fit going that way? Right, so there's 4 pallets. Life isn't free. Yeah, but when it's a warehouse and how little we're going to come here, I'm not buying something for 2 minutes every once in a while. Do you know what I mean? Not going to happen. That's 5. This is 6. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. 6. That's not going to fit in there, is it? Oh, it is. 7. 8. 9. 10. And the 11th one, which is just gonna tide it over to there. There we go. That will do me. See, I'm already working on the swearing. Well, that's a you thing, dude. Right, back to the castle we go, and then we can go back to actually doing some work in the field. £92,000, guys, is what we've got in the bank. So we just spent about 17 to 18,000 pound on the 11,000 stone. We'll make some of it back. We need 108,000 to buy the farm. I don't know. I'm still really torn on the farm. I kind of want the middle one, but the middle one's twice the price, and 2, there's no cows. But it's more middle of the map. I think it's about time we got a bigger trailer. The i4 Williams trailer is a nice trailer to have, but it doesn't fit enough pallets on. Right, 31 mile an hour. What are we going to be at the top of this hill? I'll tell you what, TikTok stream's been quite chatty today, guys. I do appreciate it. Some new followers as well. Oh, we dropped quite a bit of speed there by the time when we got to the top of this hill. Down to 18 miles per hour at one point. Right. Whoa, that's very top heavy. $28, $27, $26, $27. There we go. We made it. Good speed coming up there. Nice and slow for the corner. Do a nice big U-turn. And let's get ready to deliver 11,000 pieces of rock. Wow, we only lost 5 grand doing that, guys. That was actually really, really, really good. We actually only lost 5 grand. Nice. Because we sold the wood that, you know, we weren't really supposed to make the small plank. But the small planks have ended up covering the cost of the stone. So I am very happy with that. I am very, very happy with that indeed. What has come up in the shop? Nope. Nope. I'd like that, I'd like that, I'd like that, but I can't afford that. Oh well, never mind. Right. 3 PM. I'll tell you what there is actually. Right where we are. Just up there. We have a deadwood contract. Let's go and chop some trees down. I don't know how many trees there is, but I can already see 2. And there's another one. Nicely done. Yeah, we do need to be trying to get these deadwood trees back down to the farm. But we need someone to be able to lift them into a trailer, actually. Not 100% sure how many more we're going to have left to do, so... maybe 2. Well, there's 1 to begin with. Let's get that one down. 1 more to go, I think. No, maybe 2. There's 1 right in the middle of here. Don't think that's going to be it. Might be. No, no, that is it. That is actually it. That is it. Right, so we've got that contract to collect there for the deadwood. And we've got the contract for the cultivating. We have £111,000 in the bank. Now, we do technically have enough money to buy the first small farm. The reason I'm not buying it right this minute is because at the end of the day, I also need to have enough money in the bank for a loan payment. And I'm not sure if we're going to have that just yet. If I spend 9 grand, yeah, so I do need to go and do the two remaining contracts. One is obviously a cultivating contract in field 26, and the other one is a very big weeding contract. If we do the weeding contract instead of the cultivating, that is guaranteed to cover the money needed for the loan, so we can actually buy the farm. And then we'll actually own a farm, guys. We'll actually own a farm. Right, shocked that we're about to own a farm. We won't have any land, but we can get chickens. We already have the chicken feed. And we'll be able to get some cow. No, not cow. Well, yeah, we'll be able to get some cows when we can afford it. And we'll be able to get some horses because we already have 4,000 litres of oats. If we buy grain cheap in the shop, guys, we are not allowed to sell it. We have to use it. So, yeah, we have to get some horses. Even if we just get 1 horse, 4,000 litres will last a long time for 1 horse just eating at oats. Yeah, I am. I'm very impressed at it. Now, I know we did sell the harvester, which has obviously helped boost our income, but we aren't using it anymore. It takes too long to do contracts, and we'll buy one when we actually have our own crops to deal with. But that might not be for a while. Like I say, we're trying to build a castle. We're trying to build a castle. I said the only thing that annoys and a pickle. Yeah, but there is that. This is my problem though. I'm going to show you in a minute, dude, with this choice of farm we can buy. Not that slow thing, small slow thing. To be fair, dude, it harvests at the same speed as the big one. It just has less capacity. It's no different than the other one. It just has less capacity. That's all it is. I knew it was going to do that. I knew it. So my reasoning at the moment, Flo, is like this farm here is more center of the map. If we get this farm here, we've got to every time we want to change implements, it's a bloody long way to go. But it is what it is. But then the downside to this one, well, the good side to this one is you get the farm, but you get all these trees as well. If I was to sell that piece of land and not buy that farm, we could buy this, and that would give me all the trees and a farm. 250 grand land, 98 grand land. Up here is terrible land, actually. That is actually terrible land. Wow. Well, obviously all the sell points are up here anyway, so it's like a catch-22. Can't really win whichever way we do it. No. Both are good. Yeah, both's got good and bad points, mate. That's the thing. Both have got good and bad points. I've got another tree I need to bring down yet. Yeah, that's the one the cheaper one's got the cows. And then I can put chickens and horses on it. Get a baby horse and sell it when it's full price. Managed to pick up 4,000 litres of oats today for £254. Discounted in the store. Yeah, this is it, mate. This is it. Hence why the horses. Hence why the chickens. I've got 4,000 litres of chicken feed as well. Free money to start with. Right, we need to go for the weeder. So we've got a relatively big weeding job coming up, guys. But it's going to be a good job because it's about 10 grand. It's going to give us the money to cover the loan into the next payment. I'm going to be gone by like 10. Yeah, dude, don't worry, man. Don't worry. You getting food? Ooh, nice. Right. There we go. That over there. Straighten that up. Put that there. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. By the farm though, guys, I will move all the stuff to the farm off stream. Just because that would take quite a while to move all the equipment and stuff to the farm. And yeah, I'd have to go down to the sawmill and get the trailer to move the feed and that over. So yeah, I've got quite a bit to do when we buy the farm. Like I say, we could buy the farm right now. I just want to make sure we get the money first, just in case any of the jobs glitch out or anything like that. We have had that before. This job is going to take a while, and guys, it has been raining for hours and hours and hours on this map. It's been hell. Oh, went to take a wide berth and ended up hitting the shed. Right, there we go. So we've got that in there. We'll get this lowered. And away we go. We'll get 1% showing on the board first, guys, because sometimes we have had it in the past where it's glitched out. Nope, that is fine. We are cultivating. No, we're not. We're not cultivating, sorry. We are actually... I'm going to cancel that contract, by the way. I don't want to do that one anymore. I'm going to just cancel that one. Knock that one out of there. Oh, look. Oh, you're joking me. Field 12. I'd be better cultivating that than this freaking one. Oh, you annoying bugger. Because the worst thing is if I'd have done that, I could have left the cultivator at the bloody farm we're about to bloody buy. Oh, hang on. I need... I'm going to have to use a little bit of GPS on this one, guys. Otherwise, I'm going to end up forgetting where I have been. Yeah, we are getting bogged down in the fields once again because of the mud. Oh, this is tedious. Tedious. Right, 3% done. Yeah, this is probably going to be the last job other than buying the farm today. I don't really see how I can do more than this. We play till about evening time, and then when it gets to evening, I do like to move the odd tree when it's dark, just to top up the sawmill overnight. Right, what's this going to give me as a percentage? Halfway through the field, and it is about 7%, so what, 14% for a headland, I think. Oh, it will be if you don't miss bits. Come on, Matt. Yeah, 10%. Yeah, it's going to be going to take quite a while if we're only getting 10% for a headland, or around about 10%. That is definitely going to be a very, very tedious job. $11, $12, maybe 13% then. where we're going to be. We'll get on to the next one. Yeah, well, 13% for a headland, so that's going to be 26, about 37, 38% to do all 3 headlands. And I wouldn't mind, but the 3rd headland, as you can see, guys, is going to be a complete waste of time. It's a complete tram line. Well, it is coming up here anyway. We already know tram lines only give 10% of what it should normally. So yeah, the tram line is going to be all the way around the field on the outside. No point doing the 3rd headland. No point doing it at all. Exactly how I thought it was going to be. That's so. Yes! Yes! Yeah, we're going to waste half of the half the weeder. I'm trying to think then. I'm not messing around. I'm not doing a 3rd headland for absolutely no reason. There's no point. One, two, three. Wow. Okay. This doesn't go where I thought it was gonna go. Right, I need to start down this bottom end. I need to start down this bottom end. And this is the reason why there's no point doing it, because I have to go over the 3rd headland to do a U-turn to come back up here. Exactly why I've done it. So we're doing the 3rd headland as we do the roads, apart from we're just not wasting the percentage. It'll double up on itself as we do it. People know what I mean by it when I say that. I hope you do. I know I'm not technically using the GPS, but it's kind of just giving me an idea of where I have and haven't been. Nice. It'll take a while. We definitely need to get a wider weeder. There we go. Next one. Onwards and upwards. Let's go. $12 mph. 32. Nice. We're a third of the way through the field already. Nice.
Clarkson!
Clarkson! To be fair, dude, that is a pretty cool sound effect. It's okay. Yeah, but we like Top Gear and Gran Tour over here in my house. And when James May shouts Clarkson, you know Clarkson's done something stupid and funny. Exactly. Yeah, we've got all the specials on our server and we just watch them whenever we want. Bolivia, Botswana, African Tour, Bridge over the River Cock, which is obviously, I can't remember the name of that one, but that's what they do. Yeah, India. We've got the ones where they go to Argentina and nearly cause World War III. Yeah, we've got them all. There's so many to list. Polar Challenge, where they try and drive to the North Pole. Yeah, we've got 99% of the challenges on our server. And the good thing is like if our internet never works, we've still got something to watch. Yeah. Yes, Vietnam, got that one. We've got the one where they go to Vietnam on the bicycles, and then we've got the ones, what is it? Grand Tour Seaman. And then we've got the massive hunt. Yeah, we like I say, we've got them all. I know they're on, some of them are on Amazon and stuff, but we've got them all on service, so we can watch them if there's ever like a, you know, internet outage. Yeah, me and the Dragon Lady, we've watched a lot. We've watched them on repeat a lot over the years. Not like on repeat, but, you know, we've watched them that often over the years. It's, yeah. Sometimes when you're feeling under the weather and you just want a bit of background telly, they're perfect to put on. Yeah, exactly. Background, they're brilliant for background. Because if you put a film on, you end up watching it, and if you're under the weather and stuff, you end up not really being able to concentrate. You put one of them on, it doesn't really matter. You still laugh when you listen to it. The Three Amigos, the Three Idiots. There's one. The Three Wise Men, the ones where they take the sports cars and they land in Iraq. And Gonna have to drive to Bethlehem. That's a good one. I like that one. I like James May's poem for the gearbox on the BMW. There's one ape and two stupid ones. Yeah, I like that one where James May like drives out of the airport and he's in the middle of Iraq and his head gasket fails twice in like, well, his car breaks down twice in like 10 minutes and turns out to be a head gasket. I love that one. We are the three wise men and we've come to see the baby Stig. The baby Jesus. But it ends up in the baby Stig. I love it. I was once a mouse in my nativity play. A mouse? I was a shepherd, says James May. Why were you a shepherd? Because I had a white bathrobe. Yeah, there can be. Yeah, it depends. It depends what they do in the episode. Like, I like it when they go up against, like, the Germans. You know, like the English Top Gear versus the Germans and the English versus the Australian Top Gears and stuff. They're really good. You know, when Richard Hammond drives the Transit with the four-wheel drive twin-turbo Cosworth engine. And they're like, and nobody told him what was in it. And he just shat himself when he put his foot down, expecting it to be slow. Oh, pure reaction, pure genius, yeah. Oh, that was the Cosy engine, but yeah, it might have been the Jag engine. It's a while since I've seen that one. That was a good one. And I love how when Clarkson went round the Nürburgring in a Jag. And Sabine Schmidt's like, oh, I can beat you in a van. And she does. Oh, God, that woman could drive. A bowler drone. Oh, they were quality, them ones. Right, we are over halfway through this field. This is a big ass field, but this will basically cover the loan payment next month. As well as the wood we'll have at the beginning of the next episode, so it's not the end of the word. Really taken to the last two seasons. Nah, we really like the what is it? You know the very, very, very first Grand Tour? It was held in a place called Whitby. That's like 15 minutes away from my house. Right, 57%. It's getting a bit tedious now, just doing it with this small equipment. We need a bigger weeder. I'd have been better doing that cultivating job. I would have been better doing the cultivating job. It was more money and we had a wider tool. Right, 60% nearly. We're getting there slowly. Slowly and surely. No, someone at my front door, but I'm not answering it. I'm not expecting a parcel, so I can't. I hate this. I can't see shit. What, like on the map? I'm following the white lines. Yo, dude, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Ooh, hang on a minute. Hang on. 26 hours. Oh, it puts the front linkage on the back. This is what I'm talking about, guys. This is what I'm talking about. This puts the front loader on the back. Okay. What do we reckon to this, guys? Do you reckon this could be a good tractor around the farm? It's not got the best top speed, but that's not bad. It's a bit light. A bit light. 5.6 ton. Dude, we're currently lifting with 2.4 ton. The skid steer is only 2.4. What I'm thinking is like we could put the front loader on and we can take the trailer with us. We don't just have something sat at one place doing nothing 90% of the time. That's what I'm thinking. Backwards driving, good luck to you. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I can't drive going forward, can I? Why do I feel like I've done this one? I do. I genuinely feel like I've done this one. Nope, I haven't. I genuinely thought I'd done this one. I'm trying to find like a second little tractor, dude, that we can put the front loader on. There's decent speed, decent weight, and we can pull the trailer with us, you know, for like the bits and bats and stuff. So that we can have the New Holland out doing contract. Next road up. That's the one we're going on. Yeah, 70%. This field is absolutely massive. It's taking forever now. We do need to try and get done a little bit quicker. Get a wider weeder. Dude, I was gonna harvest a field like this size. I did one just a little bit smaller and it took me nearly 5 hours. Oh, 0.5 meter harvester. Yeah, that'd be hell, mate. Yeah, it would. To be fair, mate, I don't think there'd be enough hours in the in-game day to do it. Speed. You'd have to, mate. I don't think you'd do it otherwise. One of the things that I don't like about FS25 is the contract. So like if you've got 3 months of a crop harvesting window, but you can only do that contract in that 1 month, I don't like that. Like if a harvest contract comes up in, say, June, and you can do it in June, July and August, the contract should let you do it over the 3 months, rather than it just be the 1 month. I'd be more inclined to do more contracts if that was the case, especially the bigger ones with the smaller equipment, because you'd have to do it like that. Do you know what I mean? Oh, 78%. This is taking forever now. I need to go and put... I've got a tree chopped down, and I need to get that tree into the sawmill today. So even when I finish this contract, I've got to nip back to the shop, and then I need to go and take this tree. I've also got some branches left over at my tree area as well. But they're going to have to stay now. But if we need to get a couple of trees in to survive the night, so we don't run out. I also want to know how well we're doing. Hang on a minute. I do want to go and... I want to just see how well we're doing with the castle. Oh yeah, we're not moving very quick. Yeah, the castle stone is going down, but not very much. Now we can do about that, really. We made some money today, though, guys. We've made some serious money today. We spent some serious money as well. 35 grand on a new skid steer. We're going to buy a farm. We are going to buy that farm as soon as I finish this. We probably won't put the... I could do with putting the chicken coop in and everything today. So that way, at least it can be making eggs over the sleep period. But I don't really know what, where, and how I'm going to put stuff yet. So I don't know. That might have to just wait. We might have to miss a month. There we go. Night time is coming. 5:30, basically. That is so early. $18, 17% to go. I am literally percent counting because this is going to buy us the farm. Yes, we have the money for the farm right now. This is going to cover the loan payment. But, you know, I'm not buying the farm till we've got the loan payment money. So, again, you know, in theory, this is buying us the farm. And as long as we've got 9 grand in the bank once we bought the farm, that is enough to cover the loan payment. We can have 0 money in the bank. We'll have a lot of wood to sell. We're also going to have about 40,000 litres of wood chip to sell soon. That's going to be, we're going to have about 20 grand in wood chips soon. In price wise, we're just waiting for the best price. But until then, we're making more and more wood chips every single day. What crop is this? Barley. Might have to look at harvesting that this year, actually. Hello, Dragon Lady. Dragon Lady, I'm surprised you're not on Twitch where there's just no adverts and loads of new sound effects. Oh, do one of the Top Gear sound effects. Come on. Dragon Lady gets the... She's got thousands of channel points as well she can spend.
Speed and power.
You have to do the genius one. You have to do the genius one.
Sometimes my genius is... It's almost frightening.
I love that one. I literally say that to the dragon lady, dude. My genius is frightening. And she just laughs at me. Yeah, the dragon lady has appeared. Oh, 11% to go on this contract. Yeah, I shouldn't have done this contract, especially with only 6 meters wide. It was too big. It was too big. %91%. Yeah, we're gonna buy a farm. We're gonna buy a farm. Very excited about this bit. We're gonna buy a farm. Oh, my throat's killing. That's why I'm being quiet, guys. My throat is so sore. So sore. Well, 94. Are we really going to have to do every single row to finish this? I was expecting it to have finished on that last row, but it wasn't the case. Yeah, it's 5:45 now in the evening, so the game's only going to get darker and darker and darker. That was literally 1%, guys. That one row was 1%. That's bollocks. And that's putting it nicely and politely. $96. $97. $98. Oh, this bit's speeding up. $99. Please do me complete. Please do me complete. Please do me complete. Yes! Wrong button. Yes, there we go. It's just because I'm on TikTok checking my videos. Lol. Lol. Oh yeah, fair enough. Right, that is that in the bank. So that is the money. That is contract done. £10,000. That is that. That is that. We have now just bought field. This one. Not a field, sorry. We have now just bought this. £101,000. We have a silo, which apparently, yes, we have a silo. Lovely. Nice. We have a farm, guys. We bought a farm. Yes, nice. And nice. We have a silo for silage. We've got plenty of open space as well. Right, let's go and let's go get this tree done, and then we can have a little look at our farm once we are done. I need to get a couple of trees into the sawmill for the night. The problem is I need the trailer. I need the trailer at the farm or at the shop, but I need to leave it ready for the wood as well. I'm in a catch-22 here of what's best to do right this second. See you around and text me for snow. Keep going, Flo. See you later on, my friend. See you later on, dude. Hope you have a crappy afternoon at work. Right, let's go and get this tree. Get it into the sawmill. It's going to take a while. We have, I believe that's a cedar in the shop. Ooh, is that a cedar in the shop? No, it's a baler. Oh, we could do with a round baler. We could do some round baling contracts. But that's not going to leave me much money. It won't leave me enough money. Let me see what we can do. Let me see what we can do. Let me see what wood we've got down at the... There's the tree. That's all prepared and ready to go. I'm wondering if we can take that tree and take a small tree with us at the same time. We are clearing the land up here very nicely, though. I will point that out. We are making good progress up here, clearing the land. There's the branches we need to get delivered as well to the sell point. Let's have a look. So where are we? So we're here. I think that tree might be good. Let's try this tree. Let's chop this tree down and we'll go from there. Really? Okay, I misjudged that one, guys. My bad. Okay. Right. That is looking very nice indeed. That is looking very, very nice. If we can take both of these, I don't think it's like a massive tree. It's not going to have like massive literage, but oh wow, it's not even 1,000 liters. Right. Got to get that down to there. Got to get that lined up to here. And hopefully... Control and K is going to pull the winch in. There we go. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Now we can go from here. Really? That was still too far away. Really? Is this going to be close enough for this? Right, I can get... Oh, I can put my chainsaw in there. I never realised that. Control and K. Right, this is not how you should do tree work, guys. This is just how I do tree work. I am not remotely happy with how I'm pulling these. Like right now, these are going to cause me some problems. And the first pull is a problem. Really? That tiny ass little branch is my problem. There. Literally, that tiny ass branch was my problem. Wow. Oh, yeah, this is not going to be quick, I don't think, guys. I could really do, actually, with letting it out a little bit. I need to move over here. Please, car, don't be a dick. I knew you were going to be a dick, and it's just pulled me back. Oh, this is how not to do this, by the way, guys. I'm going to try and see if we can tidy that up as well. I have managed to just tidy it up a little bit. It's not like me doing... come on. Right. Let's go. Let's try and get that now. A little bit lighter. It's still going to be a ball ache to get through the little town, but it is going to work nicely, I think. It's going to be quicker than chopping it up, that's for sure. Yes, for sure. Slow and steady wins the race in this case. Gonna deliver me about 10,000, 11,000. What the hell? Car! What the hell? Literally driving like the Dragon Lady. Wow, did you see that? He literally just rammed me out of the way. Really? I'm stuck. Hey! Yeah, hello, Dragon Lady. I didn't actually realise you were still here. Why I said it. Don't really know what's going on with this. It's that one leaf on it's that one little bit. That one little bit got stuck on the end. That one annoying little bit got stuck on the end. Right. No, I knew it was going to do that. It's going to do that. There is a small placeable sawmill on Mod Hub which costs around 10 grand. Yeah, but that would be making it too easy, dude. The whole point is to try and have a little struggle with it. But yeah, I do know that that lovely mod exists. I've used it on YouTube series in the past. We're trying to do this kind of not legitly, but like from a business side of things. We had to take a big business loan out and buy the default in-map production, and that's the one we're having to use. I normally just chop them up into smaller pieces, but I'm trying to just make it one way, and then I need the trailer while I'm at the sawmill, so I'm trying to take a little bit more than I could normally take in my little i4 Williams trailer. I'll tell you one thing though, guys, we have used a lot of fuel today. A lot of fuel. Come on, away we go. Come on, come on, let's go, let's go. Yeah, if you buy a sawmill at 10 grand, pal, it makes it too easy. Series is over too quick. And I'm having great fun struggling. My own fault for not having a proper log trailer. But to be fair, I can't really afford one at the moment. So we're having to do with what we can do, what we can afford. And a winch was cheap. Like I say, the goal is to build the castle while playing the game. Yeah, of course there's a car coming. Of course there's two cars coming. Come on, there we go. Managed to avoid both of those cars. That is keeping me going slowly. Yeah, we'll have a little look at the farm. We need to decide where we're going to put some horses, and we're going to got to find out where we're going to put some chickens. I don't need loads and loads of chickens. 50 chickens will do. Get some eggs on the goat. Come on, come on, come on! Get over this bridge. There's a car coming. Get over the bridge. God, what a struggle! What a struggle! We've now put 22.5 hours on this tractor. If you get I get you. I just like... Yeah, I don't like the logging, dude. I just have to do some in order to do the castle. I'm trying to build the castle, so unfortunately, I bought the cheapest piece of logging land. And I'm currently now just dragging logs all the way there. And that is what I'm trying to do. Wow. Thanks, boss. Thanks, boss. Yeah, I don't like the logging. I don't see the point in it. But I need to do it. I'm not going to build the castle. We can only use default productions, you see. And if they're on the map, we have to buy them ones. And that's why we're doing this. I can't use super strength. I've got no front loader at the moment. So dragging the big ass logs is the only way I can get them to the sawmill. Come on, let's go. I've got a car behind me. It's going to cause me some problems, I think. He's jammed between my different logs. Of course he is. Because why would a car do me a favour? I've already had a car drive past me and cause me problems. I called that one the Dragon Lady. That's it. That's it. Just... There we go. You actually did me a favour then. Come on. Come on. We're nearly there. Come on. Wow. Thank God for that. Right, I've got 20,000 litres left in the... 20,000 litres of wood left. That should see me through the night into the next live stream tomorrow. As long as I haven't lost my voice by then. Right, what have we got down here now? Wow, we've got more. Of course we've got more. Right, I need this first. Right, let me get this on here. That into there. That bar in the middle of that trailer is a pain in the bum. I could really do with a new trailer. Actually, I could just do with a trailer for leaving down here. Especially now we got the farm, we're going to need one at the farm all the time. Right, we're going to leave these short planks for the beginning of the next episode, because once we have slept, we should have more of those to sell, and that's going to give us a little bit of money in the bank for the next episode. But yeah, we did actually manage to complete stage number 3 today on the castle build. I am very happy with that. I didn't think we were actually going to complete stage 3 today. I thought we were too far away from it, and it turns out we did alright. We did alright. Nice. Managed to get both of them. Right, we've got something come up in the shop. I don't know what that is. A wheelie grab. Is that going to be of something of use to us? I don't really know. Whoa! Right, so we can't lift that as high as I would like. Okay. That's where our problems with the New Holland come in. Well, that's as far as we can get that. Yeah. Not quite where I wanted to be today. I want to be a little bit more prepared than I am. Right. This isn't going to be much, but it's going to give us a little bit of money. Oh, 5 grand I think this is going to be. Approximately 5 grand. We are well past stream time though now, so we do need to be bringing it to an end. But I need the trailer by the shop, and that's kind of what I'm doing. But I'm not going to leave 2 pallets of wood there. I might as well sell them and then and basically go to the shop from there. I'm just going to start moving the things over from the shop over to the farm. So instead of starting and ending at the shop anymore, we can actually start and end at the farm, which is the whole point of the series. Yeah, I didn't plan on buying a farm today. I didn't think we'd get the money today, and I'm sure as hell didn't think we'd complete stage 3 of the castle build. So yeah, we are now building up castle walls, basically. The first 3 stages are building the like the wooden framing for like scaffolding. And after that they are basically building the wall. So it needed 10,000 stone wall, so we went to the shop, we bought 11,000 because it does technically take 10,001. I don't know why it does that, but it still does. But yeah, overall next stage will be another bit done, and then we'll have to see what we need. At some point though, I am expecting it to need planks. And I know we are selling planks at the moment, but that's just at the moment. But I think overall we've earned a lot of money today. We've spent a lot of money today. Yes, we don't have loads of new equipment, but yeah, we don't need it. But we are definitely starting to need a second trailer. That is for sure. We need a second trailer. Right, 2,000 litres. So yeah, that should be about. It should be maybe about 5-ish grand, give or take. I'm sure it's something like that. Eventually, though, guys, once we deliver all the wood here, it won't need any more. Right, if it goes laggy as well, guys, you will just have to let me know. For some reason, it is... yeah, it struggled a little bit today as the stream in places. Not major, just a bit juddery. Right, let's get that delivered there. £5,300. So yeah, that is exactly what I thought it was going to be. 8,919 litres of the castle stone left to process. Yeah, all I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to take this to the shop. I'm going to fill the stuff at the shop into here and basically just deliver it to our farm, and I'm just going to move everything over bit by bit. Exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm not going to do this on recording and on stream because, like I said, I've been live for nearly 4 hours. It's not too bad actually. 4 hours is a good time. Yeah, there is loads of annoying stuff to do, moving bags over, and yeah, just a lot of tedious work to do and a lot of equipment and stuff to do. But yeah, if the trailer looks any different, that's just when in the next episode I will have to turn it into a loader trailer so I can move the chicken feed and the horse feed. And I'm not any closer to deciding what horse pasture we're getting or what chicken coop we're going to get. We're going to decide all that in the next episode. I think that's going to be the best way. We'll start it at the beginning of the next episode by deciding what we're going to do, and then we'll just kind of grow that from there, really. But for now, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you watched this. I hope you've enjoyed watching this stream. If you're watching it on YouTube, I hope you've enjoyed watching afterwards, and we should be live tomorrow as long as my throat doesn't give out before then. But as I say, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later on.